and that does kind of hold a sort of like an umbrella term over
See, I don't like
all the
that
different.
because like if you call somebody one thing, then how many genders are there?
I'm not
Scientifically,
speaking for it.
but philosophically, unlimited. That's and that like I have no problem saying that like in public live like anything like
Okay.
that because that makes sense. You go to the hospital, you're a man, you go through one procedure. You're a woman, you go through another procedure. However, if you're out in the world and you're identifying as literally whatever you want, that's a philosophical thing and it doesn't make sense. But when you're talking medication, you're talking medicines, surgery, all things like that, then yeah, it is kind of important to know what your gender is because testosterone levels, a lot of this stuff is different. Hell, a lot of medication doesn't even go whether you're white or black. Like those medications, they actually are scientifically like engineered for specific things.
Hmm.
So, like I say, whatever you want to be called, completely open, and that does not matter. But when there was a science class, and like this kid's parent went nuts about this. But
Hmm.
some in this science class, they asked on a test how many like can a man get pregnant or can a man give birth? Which in science class, the answer is no. In philosophy class, the answer is yes.
I mean,
I can understand if that's
nah,
not something you want to weigh in on. That is
yeah.
that
Well,
is a very sensitive thing, and
I
my
don't. Well,
comfort
it's
is
not that
not
it's
yours.
sensitive. It's that it's kind of one of those things where I feel it is a more open-ended question that I don't have the answers for. Like I know, like one thing I've got, in my mind right now is how I remember what was what was I reading? I was reading something about someone was talking about like taking like genetics courses in
Mm-hmm.
college and how it used to be like pretty standard because it's gotten really easy. Like the methodology of like extracting and observing DNA is surprisingly easy now, which I
Mm-hmm.
believe because I've seen them do it at the Children's Science Museum in Portland. They will literally extract DNA.
Oh
They'll
yeah,
have like
you can go check that out at
volunteer high
Augsburg.
school, yeah, volunteer high school
Yeah.
kids will sit there and do it right in front of you. It's fucking great. Um, but they used to do that. Like if you were taking like rudimentary genetics classes in college, they would do that. They would have it a thing like, let's take a look at everybody's genetic code just for funsies, and so we all can see it. They had to stop doing that because so many people ended up having to go to therapy because they found out that they were genetically a different gender than they thought they were. Because it turns
can
out
you
the
send me some information on that? I would
I'll
really
see if
like
I
to
can
read
find
on
it. It was
that.
a long time ago that I read
Yeah,
that. So
I want to read on that. I want to know more about that.
yeah,
That is absolutely crazy, and I would like to know more.